Uncharted is back and loaded with all the components which make it a standout series: an engaging story, likable characters, dramatic set pieces, and fast-paced combat.
Get him!
Welcome to Leisure Gamer. We review games after an hour of playing to see if they're worth fitting into your busy, working professional life. At the start of Uncharted 3, the pacing is much slower than how the second game begun, but not too slow, as the opening scene is a fisticuffs bar fight set in London. Shortly thereafter, we find out that Sir Francis Drake's ring is of specific interest to some unpleasant individuals from Drake's past. The game does a better job of explaining Drake's former relationship with these individuals, giving them much more depth than the villains in the previous games, and positions them as a greater threat.
So fearless. I wonder what you're really afraid of.
The characters in the Uncharted series have always been one of its biggest appeals. Drake represents our adventurous side, and with his charming personality, it's hard not to root for him. Through flashbacks, the game explains more than ever before the pseudo-paternal relationship between Sully and Drake. The motion capture for the animations give the characters a believable presence, and the outstanding voice work for all the cast members makes every interaction enjoyable.
I'm guessing you're Talbot?
Mr. Sullivan and Mr. Drake.
That's right.
The refinement of context-sensitive animations make the characters even more lifelike outside of cutscenes. Drake will interact with the environments by pushing away from a wall when walking too close, or he'll grab a bottle to smash over a thug's head during a fight. These melee finishers are some of the biggest improvements to combat, as well as the ability to throw enemies and break the grapple of an attacker.
Come on, no time to rest.
Gameplay consists of the usual Uncharted formula, which is alright because it works so well. You'll be exploring areas, platforming at certain points, solving puzzles, and engaging in cover-based gunfights. There are also points where stealth is encouraged, but all these elements flow together perfectly. From a visual standpoint, Uncharted 3 looks incredible. Both the environments and the characters are exceptionally detailed. The action and pacing is extremely well designed. The cinematography of precise camera movements during platforming or chase sequences add to the intensity of the moment.
You all right out there? Yeah, sorry about that.
Uncharted 3 features a complete multiplayer suite, combined with both couch and online co-op. Progression in both is shared, and your rank determines which weapons and abilities are available to use. The fundamental skills from single-player, hand-to-hand combat, taking cover, and climbing obstacles, carries over into multiplayer. Money and experience is earned from each kill, and for completing in-game achievements such as getting 10 kills with a long gun. Unique to multiplayer is the buddy system, where you are assigned to a member of your team, but can change freely if you want. It's beneficial to work with each other because you can re-enter a match by spawning next to your buddy, and earn extra experience by working together to take down an enemy. The 5 difficulty settings return, and while the last one is locked the first time through, the others will keep you challenged. Drake will take more damage, recover health slower, and enemies will have better accuracy at higher difficulties. Unless you've played through past Uncharted games, it's best to stick to the default setting. Fortunately, Uncharted 3 features an auto-save feature which minimizes unnecessary replaying if you die. Enemies change cover more quickly than in past games, which is something you'll have to do as well because enemies will want to flank you if you stay pinned down. For difficulty, Uncharted 3 earns the rating of Standard. You can usually get through the platforming and chase sequences the first time, but a quick reload will give you as many chances as you need. In co-op, your partner can help you if you run into trouble. The most varied challenge is the multiplayer because depending on who joins the match, dynamics can change. Matches can boil down to simple run and gun killing, or be more strategic with utilizing the cover system. Lower level players won't have access to all the abilities and weapons of others, which can lead to frustration, so it's best to pick up the better weapons from fallen opponents.
Try to stop me.
Kickback available.
Once the initial loading screen is done, Cutscenes flow into gameplay, which then flow into new chapters, and before you know it, you've already burned an hour. It is possible to enjoy Uncharted in smaller time segments because of the save feature, and the story quickly has you engaged upon return, earning Uncharted 3 a rating of evening. For co-op, missions have you play through certain areas from the campaign, but don't offer much more in terms of story. The seeming endless numbers of enemies are fun to battle with a friend, take roughly 30 minutes to complete. Wave defense takes about 45 minutes to finish by holding off enemies from different locations on multiplayer maps. Lastly, Arena is a variation of wave defense with a mix of bots and opposing players completing objectives. Treasures randomly appear during a match or drop from opponents. Not only do these give cash, but they also have a chance to be part of a treasure set, which unlock rare weapons like Drake's AK-47. The large number of treasure sets to find and special weapons to unlock will take considerable effort to track down. While Uncharted 3 doesn't start off with the intensity of hanging off a cliff inside a derailed train, the elements are in place for Uncharted 3 to either match or exceed what was accomplished in the previous game. There are two overall aspects which make Uncharted a standout series: the endearing characters and the perfect formula of adventure. It's as little as the great chemistry between the characters as they talk amongst each other while working through a stage, mentioning where to go next or describing the current situation, combined with expertly designed platforming, puzzles, and combat, and you have one of the best games that any gamer regardless of their preferred genre can enjoy.
Okay, ready for more.
Events from the previous games don't play a large role, making it easier for players new to Uncharted to jump in with this installment. The biggest thing you'll miss is being familiar with the characters. However, if you have the time, do yourself a favor and start with the earlier titles. You won't be disappointed.
You men stand guard and stay alert. We may have been followed. You, come with us. Find them and bring me that ring. I don't care how you get it.
Don't forget to subscribe and share your own thoughts on the game. Until next time, enjoy gaming.